Okay, welcome to this evening's Pink 15. Thank you for taking 15 minutes out of your evening to be with us. We know your time is valuable, so we're going to hop right to it. I also know that Jeremy is sitting in the emergency department as we speak, working. And so I don't want to take too much of his time. So we're going to start with him giving us a couple minutes of his testimony. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Okay, how you doing? Thanks for the opportunity. I appreciate it. Yeah, I would like to say I have like 3 points I want to make in terms of the products with Plexus, and that is the first thing that I noticed when I in 2022 I ended up having some major surgeries, and Stacy had just got involved with Plexus and really wanted me to try the ProBio 5, the Vital Biome, essentially the triplex, which I did. I was skeptical at first. I was curious as to how the microbiome actually works, and I started doing all my research. And long story short, Plexus was like on point across the board with all of the medical literature that I was reading. And so that I kind of thought to myself, yeah, this gut flora thing is the next big thing in medicine. And I can talk at nauseum about that. But the first thing that I noticed when I started was the mental effects it had on me. I was, under a lot of stress, and when I was using the Vitabiome and the and the ProBio 5, but specifically the Vitabiome, I was noticing the emotional kind of the stress reduction effect that I had. And I realized, this is probably the psychobiotics at play here. And even at one point, I ran out of that, forgot to reorder it, was off for a month. And Stacy was like, Jeremy, how you seem a little tense, and what's changed? And I'm like, nothing. Da, da, da. And she's like, you still taking the Vitabiome? I'm like, no. Got back on that, and things were better. The second thing I'd like to say is just the overall anti-inflammatory effect when you balance the microbiome. The anti-inflammatory effect is amazing. I mean, people's pain goes away or it calms down significantly. And I had I had a back fusion and two hips replaced, and I mean, I was a beat up mess for a good year. And I'll tell you, I went back to work in 2 weeks after my hips were done. I went back to work in 3 weeks after my back was done, and I was, people thought I was crazy, but I was healing. I was feeling great. And I thought to myself, yeah, there's something to this. And then, this past year, I had it jumped out of the back of my truck, injured my back, and ended up getting like a sciatica down the leg and resulting in a partial foot drop, which is a neurological defect from an impinged nerve. And there was nothing they could really do. The nerve was injured, and they're like, well, it takes a long time to heal. So as we researched nerves, we realized, hey, you need a lot of B vitamins and good healthy nutrients to help nerves actually heal. And again, my wife was like, you got to try the nerve product, give it a shot. I'm like, I was skeptical. I read it and I compared it to the literature on nerve healing and realized, oh my God, this is a perfect cocktail for that. And I have to say, placebo aside, I don't think that was a factor at all, because I had been waiting and waiting to get better, and I didn't make it to the next level of healing literally until I started that nerve product. And that nerve product is a mainstay for me. I am so, as of recent, I'm most thankful for that product. I have to say, it's really changed my life, and I made a near full recovery from that injury. So I'm thankful. And that's all I have to say. I think I probably overwent my time, but I appreciate the opportunity. And go team, go Plexus, Las Vegas, look out.
Thank you so much for hopping on while you're at work.
I have to go
Uh,
stamp out pestilence and disease, okay? And deal with all those who've let their microbiomes go to hell and wound up in the ED tonight. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in Vegas. Thank you, Stacy. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. So if you don't know, Jeremy is my husband. You probably figured that out by now. Um, so let's continue with Erin.
Hey guys, so if you don't know me, my name is Erin. For those that you do, well, obviously you know. So my journey with Plexus has been going on for almost 6 years, and my issues kind of battled similar to a lot of different people, and that's the thing with Plexus and all this stuff. Um, I had a lot of issues with constipation. Yeah, I know, I said it. Said the word. Hello, we talk about poop. Um, but I had the issue where I couldn't go for like every few days to a week at a time. And I would check with my doctors and see like what's going on. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Like, is this normal? Like, well, that's your norm, so it's okay. And I'm like, but I don't feel okay. They're like, well, just take Miralax or other stuff and let it go. And I was like, I want to find something a little bit better. Um, so kind of like what Jeremy was saying with certain products, BioCleanse has been my jam. And it's part of the triplex, which ties in with the gut health and everything else. Because either if you're going too frequently or too infrequently, like I was, it's awful. It's the most worst, terrible feeling ever. But aside from that crap, no pun intended, the other issues I had were low blood sugar and also some issues with depression. So I'm a dental hygienist. My previous office I worked at, we were working 7 hours straight through. You get a meal in between patients, you're just boom, 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 done. And I'm a mom. I've been a single mom for many years. And so when I left work, I went to the gym really fast and then I would go pick up my kids and then it was just whole mom life. And so I didn't stop at all. And I found even if I had breakfast and stuff like that, even at work, I had to eat every hour because I would get shaky. And I'm like, this is not okay. And I would get tested. I'm fine in my blood work with the doctors. And I'm like, but that's not okay. Like, I shouldn't be doing that. And so getting on the plexus, the triplex, the slim, everything has balanced that stuff out. I don't have the shakes. I don't have all that stuff. And it's amazing. And that's what I love about it. And it's catered to everyone in different ways and different stuff. And everyone has different symptoms and illnesses and other things they're battling with. And so there's something for everyone. And then the other thing that was big on me that finally made me turn the corner was watching my closest friend who battled with some of the same stuff and depression and, having no energy or anything else, and watching her flip that switch and turn around and be a completely different person, 180. And I was like, okay. Because I got to the point where I was on the maximum dose of my antidepressant and nothing was working. And I felt terrible, horrible. I couldn't be the mom I wanted to be. And I wanted to be more. I wanted to get my life back. And so I finally said yes. After saying no for 5 years to these products, and don't be like me. Like, honestly, do not do that. It is a terrible, dumb decision. But finally saying yes and getting consistent on the products and throughout the years, it's been amazing. Am I completely off the antidepressant? No, but I'm at the lowest dose you can go now from the maximum. And I'm enjoying life. I don't want to throat punch people. I don't have to have 2 cups of coffee in the morning just for you to talk to me. Things that used to stress me out as much don't. And I can go to the bathroom daily. So it's been an amazing journey and I'm not quitting. And the biggest thing is just be consistent and stick with it. So there you go.
Thank you, Erin. That's incredible. These are life-changing stories. And I want to just share real quick part of my story. I have been using the products for 2 years now, a little bit over 2 years, and I was not one that was skeptical. I was one that was really sick and tired of being sick and tired and jumped on it and prayed. I hope these work because I've tried everything else. I've been to doctors, I've been to naturopaths. I've spent a fortune on other supplements that I just didn't feel a difference with. I had a lot of food sensitivities. I had a lot of trouble eating certain things without feeling bloated and in pain. And my thyroid was off. I was hypothyroid. So my energy was really low. I felt very sluggish, and I chalked it all up to, at the time, I'm a single mom. I'm just tired. I'm doing all the things. I'm working full time. This is just how it is. But I was exhausted and I was bloated every time I ate and I was in pain. And I had terrible menstrual cramps. That was also another thing I had going on. Um, and so a friend of mine started this and I saw her post online about it. And immediately I said, "What are you doing? I want to try it." Um, and I have to say, I was one of those people that felt better very soon after I started. That's not always the way. It takes time and consistency, but I certainly was one of those people that was in such rough shape at that time, that I started to feel a difference right away. Within the first month, I could eat most anything again without feeling the way I had been feeling. And as time went on and staying consistent with the products, I was able to come off my thyroid medication. So it has now been over a year that I have been off of my thyroid medication because of the way that these products balance out your hormones. And in doing so, also have reduced the symptoms I was having around menstruation. So not only is my energy up, my menstrual cycles are better, my energy is better. I can eat whatever I want without being bloated and in pain. There's so many other things I could mention, but those are the highlights. And this is exactly why I continue to take the products, why my husband takes the products, why my daughters take the products, because they have helped us all in one way or another. So I wanted to just really say that, these products are life-changing, and I want to highlight really quickly the core gut health system that we have called Triplex, which is a 1, 2, 3 punch of a system that weeds, seeds, and feeds your microbiome to bring balance back to the big three, which is blood sugar balance, inflammation, and gut health. And when we do that, our body can function as it was intended to, and we get back our energy and we sleep deeper at night, and all the things come back into play. We start looking like we're aging backwards and feeling like we're aging backwards. And I can say this now from experience, because when I heard these things at first, I was thinking, yeah, right. Sure, it sounds too good to be true, but it really is true. I'm a believer. So Plexus offers many other products besides our core gut health products. We have systems for weight loss, skin care, family health, and more. The person that invited you to this Pink 15 can share more information about that with you to see what might be the right fit for you and your budget. And one more thing, most people have great results, and that's how we end up sharing with our family, our friends, our coworkers, and other people we know. And you can earn generous friendship bonuses by doing that, which can help get your products paid for. You can earn $300 for just sharing with 3 people that you do life with. And we link arms with you to make sure that you get those great results, and we help you share with others in a way that feels natural and authentic. I'm sure you have someone in your mind right now beside yourself that you might benefit from these products just from the testimonies that you heard tonight. So there's a money back guarantee, and there's nothing to lose besides excess fat and inflammation and all that stuff. So I want to thank you so much. I don't want to take up any more of your time. We do have an Amazon gift card to give away. So if you are new here and haven't been on before, please drop your email and your name in the chat, and we will pick a winner to send an Amazon card to for hopping on tonight. All right, I'm seeing some names popping in there. Give you a minute to type. Anyone else that hasn't been on a Pink 15 before or hasn't won a gift card before?